Greetings to all my listeners. Today we are discussing what we learned from the latest episodes of Hazbin Hotel Season 2, episodes 5 and 6, and what predictions and theories we might conclude from that. So, spoiler warning for these episodes and previous ones. First, let's go over what we are told step by step. Alistair is still captive in the V-Tower, but seems to manipulate Vox into sabotaging his relationship with the other Vs. Vox persuaded the other overlords, except Zesty and Rosie, to join his cause. Lucifer might be the king of hell, but he is restricted in that he can't lay a hand on the sinners, being given the title of king, but being powerless to act as one is his punishment. Shitty punishment, if I'm honest. This is more than a punishment, this is mockery on his expense. Vox declared war against heaven after a rather embarrassing attempted apology by the angels. Angel Dust is hypnotized by Vox to act as a spy. What the fuck? Vox is planning to make Charlie kill herself. What the actual fuck? These latest two episodes were a lot of drama and gave us some interesting revelations. Honestly, a turn for the worse that Vox actually pulls through with his plan to conquer heaven. Side note, his ultimate demonic form was sick, I must admit. How he looks like a big TV angel with this TV wings and multiple eyes displayed, opposing Sarah in her true angelic form. For wildest info of them all is the fact that Vox plans for Charlie to kill herself. Holy shit. With this new revelations given, I can predict that the Season 2 finale will definitely be a most dramatic one, leaving the fans shaken. But what will come of it? Here's how I predict the season will end, and this is just me letting my imagination run its course with the information I have at hand. Bash in the door. Charlie Morningstar will die. Bombshell, I know. But hear me out. In the last scene of episode 6, Vox caught Lucifer pretending to be Charlie, purposely leading him into a trap. And it is implied that he intends to use Lucifer as a power source for the weapon he requested Camilla to build. This weapon probably fires the laser we saw in the Season 2 trailer. But don't forget, Vox has a plan to somehow make Charlie kill herself, which was insane the first time I heard him say that. What I think is, Vox will capture Lucifer to bait Charlie into switching with her father, using her as the power source and eventually killing her. Because if he uses Lucifer and Lucifer dies, there's still Charlie ready and able to fight against Vox. Report did say that in the ranking of power, Charlie ranks second to her father. So, if Vox instead kills Charlie, Lucifer, due to his punishment, won't be able to retaliate against him, which would be beyond tragic if you think about it. I just think there needs to be something really bad happening to the main character at least once. This is the cherry on top to every good story. And to satisfy all the Womp fans like me, of course. But of course, the finale couldn't end on a possibly too tragic note. I could think of at least two ways how Vox will be defeated. Option 1. Lucifer might not be able to harm a sinner himself, but nothing so far stated that he can't help a sinner. I could see him making a deal with none other than Alistair. Alistair will help him, and in exchange, Lucifer will give him enough power to give the Vs a run for their money. Like this, Lucifer could attack sinners without laying a hand on them himself. And to top it all off, throw in the classic of the villain accidentally exposing himself through a conveniently placed microphone/camera. I totally can see that happening with the V's whole trust us spiel. Option 2, which is kind of a prediction, theory, fanfiction all in one. Sarah releasing Lucifer's spines. Roll scene. Imagine. The battlefield. A devastated area in hell, rubble and destroyed buildings. Sarah, Emily, Vox. Lucifer on the ground, holding his daughter's corpse in his arms. Sarah and the other cast being in a pickle and Vox taunting them.
Now what? You're out of options, you oversized chicken. What are you going to do?
Sarah, leveling Vox before her gaze lands on Lucifer. Her expression conflicted, before seemingly coming to a conclusion.
Nothing. But he will.
A chain of light manifesting in her hands. She breaks the chain, and first, Vox looks confused, not understanding what she did. Then we see how shackles of light manifest on Lucifer's wrists, just to shatter the next moment. Resting Charlie on the ground, leaving her with Vaggie, he stands up, slowly, but increasingly faster approaching Vox. Vox, of course, believing this again, just to be a bluff. Even with a cocky grin offering a cheek. Until Lucifer lands the first hit, cracking his screen. And there he knows he is fucked. Oh, he is so fucked. In this kind of ending, the villain would be defeated, but it wouldn't end on an entirely peachy note. Last season we had a somewhat happy ending, with the cast having defeated Adam and Serpentis reappearing in heaven. So, I think ending this season on a more bittersweet note would be perfect. Now, don't get me wrong, I might have said that Charlie will die, but that doesn't mean she's out of the picture. They couldn't possibly run the show without her. Either she will, in a plot twist, come back to life as an angel. I mean, that would be a big twist. For honestly, I don't think that would fit for the show, even though I could imagine it happening. Or, I believe that, in my idea, a certain character will come into action and come in contact with Charlie, perhaps reviving her. Who am I talking about? Who else but Roos, the root of evil herself. In older posts, Uvtsipop has already confirmed her existence in Hazbin Hotel as canon, and that she will appear a major threat that's lurking in the distance. Some sure have catched that we have already seen glimpses of her from the beginning. The painting on the building of the pilot episode, for example, and the red eyes littered through all of hell. The best indication for her to finally make her debut in the finale or the next season is the latest episode. Some might have noticed in episode 6 the eyes glancing at Alistair and Velvet in the background. And most notably the eyes in the room Angel Dust met Vox. We even got to see a first-person perspective from the eyes in the scene. Why, if not indicating that a special someone is watching? Another indicator for my theory is that there is also the theory that Charlie and Roos are somehow connected, with some even thinking that Roos might be Charlie's real mother. I don't know from which source this was, so take this information with a grain of salt, but the Bible or some other text states that Lilith is unable to have children of her own. We also saw a possible connection between Roos and Charlie in the final battle of Season 1, where Charlie transforms one of her arms into a big, dark red glowing claw, which was able to take Adam's attack head on and stop it. In the end, through all these predictions, the fate of the cast and the nature of the finale is left unknown. Not even the leak of the song titles for the final episodes gives us any indication of what will happen. Will Vox reach heaven? Will Angel Dust escape? Will Alistair's secret master plan come to fruition? Will Charlie be able to prevent a war between heaven and hell? Only time will tell. The only thing I'm certain about is that Roos will make her entrance. Can't you see her eyes? Always watching, waiting for the right opportunity. Thank you for listening to these ramblings of mine. However the season will end, I'm sure it will hurt. Until then, my dearest listeners, it has been a pleasure.